sound isn't great for its time. It could have been better. And the sound is mostly the same in between versions. The only problem I have, though, is the series at large. Its major lack of consistency. And this is mostly in part due to the 3DO company's either laziness or ignorance. Laziness in this respect. Because, well, honestly, in 1999, the 3DO company released Air Attack for the PC and the PlayStation 1. A year later, in 2000, they released this, Air Combat, for the Nintendo 64. The PC and PlayStation versions are exactly alike between each other. And then you have this, which was also a blatant copy, dumbed down, unable to play videos, and unable to process a lot of voices, like the PlayStation and the PC version were. But in all accounts, it's the exact same game, marketed under a different title. The 3DO company was that lazy. So lazy that they marketed the same game under a different title. And to make matters worse, they did it again with the sequel Air Attack 2, which only came out on the PlayStation 2. Well, okay, PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1. They released another version of it, which had absolutely no changes whatsoever on the GameCube, and marketed it as Air Combat: The Elite Missions. Again, a completely different title for the exact same game. Oh, and the lies and the inconsistencies don't stop there. Take Sarge's Heroes, for example, which I will be reviewing later. In Sarge's Heroes, you have several different versions, all of which are radically different. The storyline stays the same, but the gameplay definitely does not. And even then, the level designs can be completely different. So, we've completed our second mission and we're on to our third. I'm not paying attention to time here, so I know I'm running over time, past the 10-minute mark. But I was going to section this up into four missions apiece anyway, because, well, there's 16 missions. So we have our next mission, and I hate this mission. This is an escort mission, and the lack of speed is a very big pain in the ass here. A very big pain in the ass. Yes, indeed. In this mission, we have to escort a train that's carrying a new battle tank. Notice that I just turned on the map. Pay attention to that map.
Got a handle on the situation here. Retrieve the battery from the tank.
So now we have to power up this Thomas the Tank Engine knockoff that, as I said, is carrying a battle tank for us. And we have to protect it.
Power's been restored.
But this is where the slow characters and creatures and vehicles really add damage to the game. And as you can see, the AI is not very bright. My own Rocket Man is shooting me right now. Occasionally the train will get ambushed, but don't expect it that often. This is where damage starts to go to your starts to hit your helicopter. Let's look at that bottle rocket launcher right up the ridge. It's very difficult to avoid these rockets, and when you're a weaker helicopter, you don't have the range that some of the newer ones do. So, you can't attack them from a safe distance. Later on in the game you'll be able to, but look at how much damage that launcher just took off of me. I had gotten butchered. So in other words, you want to try and avoid the bottle rocket launchers and occasionally the Roman candle launchers whenever you get a chance. There are going to be times where confrontation is unavoidable, but if you pull out the correct weapons, usually homing rockets, then you should be able to deal with them no problem. And even then, when you get the later helicopters such as the Apache and Stallion, you'll be able to attack from a distance with the machine guns. But for now, you need to fear them. Die, magical lantern from Sword Grand Inquisitor, I command thee. Yes, I did command thee. There's another bottle rocket launcher, and we're gonna die. The good thing is, we have one spare continue. So let's use it. There's a majority of power-ups for you to use in this game, including homing rockets, napalms, suicide paratroopers, regular missiles, cluster bombs, extra speed boosts, invincibility, extra power, extra weapon strength. And then if you add that on top of your favorite helicopter and co-pilot combination, you could be unstoppable if you're good enough. And even then, like I said, how the control is so fluent, you don't need a lot of skill to be good at this. It's very, very simple combat. Yet, it's entertaining to an extent. Especially if you grew up around this time. Army Men was probably a toy you grew up with. Well, seeing as we're gonna be here for a while awaiting the train, let's do something. So how are you? Good, good, good. You know what? I like goats. I like goats because goats are like dinosaurs, and dinosaurs, according to Google, are Jesus ponies, okay? And you just gotta think that, yeah, I know I'm